good morning. And today I'm going to explain about my mini project titled Lightweight Adaptive Quiz. And let's go into first introduction part. First of all, in introduction part, in today's education, the students not learn the same way. So that some students can understand the topics very quickly, and while some students need more time and practice. Because of this difference, there may be a personalized learning can implement it, and it is very important in it. So, however, most of the quiz systems that we use nowadays, they follow the same difficulty level for all students. So, if the questions are very easy, the good students feel bored. If the questions are very difficult, the weak students feel stressed and they lost their confidence to attend the next questions. So, we fix the difficulty quizzes do not help the all students equally. So to solve this problem, we can use the adaptive learning method that are introduced in it. First, the system can be changed into the difficulty levels based on the student's performance. But more, the adaptive systems use complex artificial intelligence and can machine learning algorithm models. So because of this, there are suitable many small institutions of low resource projects and environments too. So in our project, we propose a lightweight adaptive quiz system that provides the adaptive learning for every students, for everyone at equal base, and they can use it in easy way. In this there are very simple rules instead of heavy AI models. And next we have moved into the statement of the problem. In today's education system, the assessment plays a very important role for understanding how well the students learn the topic in classrooms or any other environments. Like we provide the quizzes in commonly used to test the students' knowledge and measure their progresses. But however, most of the quiz systems that are currently used follow a fixed difficulty stage method. So this means all the students receive the same type of question at same time and they approach us to other questions, even though the learning abilities are different. So one students can learn at one short time, and other students can learn at long time, and they can answer the questions in meantime of their knowledge. So because of this, many students face the problem during the quizzes or exams. So students who have learning quicker than any other, they feel very bored to answer the questions that are too easy. At the same time, the students who learn the uh, same type of questions very hard, they feel very stressed and we confused what to answer to the next, and it feels difficulty to them. As a result, the quizzes fail to support effective learning and do not motivate the students who are. So as the result, the quizzes only fail to support the effective learning and do not motivate the students properly. Instead of that, helping the students to improve, the fixed we can provide the fixed quizzes and sometimes they can improve the interest and the confidence. To overcome this issue, the adaptive quiz systems were introduced. These systems adjust the question difficulties based on the student's performance and but most existing adaptive quiz systems depends upon the complex artificial intelligence and machine learning models. So they require the large amount of data, powerful hardware, and a consistency of network across. So because of these requirements, such systems cost and their performance are very high, and due to it is difficult to implement and adopt it. So also there is very limited research like lightweight adaptive quiz systems. They work without any AI model. So main problem which addresses in the project is need for the adaptive quiz system that is very simple, efficient, and low cost, and suitable for every learning methods and every learning model. Now I explain the scope of the project. So this project is mainly focuses on the designing a simple and effective adaptive quiz system. The main aim is to adjust the difficulty level quizzes questions based on how the student is performing. So instead of using the complex artificial intelligence or machine learning models, this project uses a simple rule-based approach. This makes the system very lightweight and easy to understand and suitable for every person in a low cost. So from a technical point of view, the system can be designed to analyze two important factors. They are mainly in accuracy of the students and time taken for answer the question of the every student. Based on these two values, the system decides whether the next question should be easy, medium, or hard. The entire system is implemented using the Python and works in an offline environment too. It does not require any cloud or any high computation power or any internet activity. So the project is mainly intended for the school and college students. Okay. Then we know that inclusion and exclusion. The project is mainly intended for the school and college students of different levels. So it is useful for the teachers and also for the educators who want to understand the student performance better. In addition, the system is used by the institutions and research who work in environments with limited computing resources too. Like the final outcome of the project is include the working adaptive quiz model that charges the difficulty dynamically, produces the simulated learning performance data and graphs of the analysis and comparison between the adaptive quizzes and the traditional static quizzes. So, however, the project does not include any learning or neural network model. Commercial learning management can be used and advanced user interface also used. The large scale real time development is not considered. So data is used in the project is simulated the learner data and includes information such as the answer is correct, how much time the learners take, and performance of the individual learners. Okay, and next we move into the scope of the project as we can see. And next the methodology. So now I explain the methodology in the project. So the first step in the project is to preparing a quiz questions, a set of questions which is collected and each question is carefully categorized into easy, medium and hard level. This classification helps in controlling the difficulty of the quiz and makes the adaptation in the process smoother. After collecting the quiz, the data preparation is done. The questions are balanced across all the difficulty levels, so the students do not suddenly face every easy or difficulty questions. The step is important to ensure that the fairness and gradual learning progression. The next, the adaptive logic is developed, and simple rule-based algorithm is used to evaluate the performance of each and every student. Once adaptive logic is ready, different learners can profiles are simulated. Each simulated learner has very different learner profiles. So each simulator learner has a different accuracy level and response speed. This helps in testing how the system behaves of the different of the learners, such as fast learners and slow learners. Finally, the adaptive quizzes results compared with the traditional static quiz system. This comparison helps in understanding whether the adaptive learning improves the learning efficiency and reduces the frustration. Next, we move to the system architecture. So that the system architecture, the system follows a simple and create flow. So the first the learner start with the quiz and answering the answer for question. The system records whether the answer is correct and also the records time taken by the answer the question of the student. The information is sent to the performance evaluation module. The evaluation module then analyzes students' accuracy and average of the response time. Based on this analysis, the adaptive engine decides to difficulty levels of the next question. If the student performing well, the difficulty level is increased. If the student is struggling, the difficulty level is reduced. So if the performance is average, the difficulty remains the same. After deciding the difficulty, the next question is selected from the question bank. This process continues until the question quiz season is completed. The system design is explained using the UML diagrams. Okay, then these UML diagram, these the UML diagrams or the design use case diagram. This is based on the difficultiness, the learners attain their questions one by one. This is shows the use case diagram of our project, and this is the class diagram how the learners data and the present question is in the question bank is uploaded, and this is a sequence diagram where it is the communication between the learner and the quiz design, and then this is a elaborate sequence diagram. Then we move into the algorithm part. So now I explain about the algorithm we used in the project. The main algorithm used in our rule-based adaptive quiz algorithm. This algorithm detects the difficulty of the next question based on the student recent performance. If the student performs most questions correctly and takes the time, the system increases the difficulty level. And if the students answer many questions incorrect, the system reduces the difficulty level. If the student performance is average, it keeps the same difficulty level throughout the. every question. This algorithm is simple and efficient, which is easy to understand too. It does not require any complex calculation or very large data sets. It just addition to this, the performance evaluation is algorithms also to be used. This algorithm calculates the students' overall accuracy and how much time they take to complete and now overall test score. This session simulation algorithm is also used to simulate how the multiple learners with different abilities works. This helps in comparing the performance of adaptive quizzes to in a static way. The learning improvements is measured by the comparing the pre-test and post-test process. Now I explain how the implementation, like in implementation, the lightweight quiz is implemented using the Python programming. The language is designed to work in an offline environment, so it does not require any internet connection to and the cloud services. First, the question bank is create the questions. All the questions are carefully categorized into easy, medium, and hard level. The classification important because of this system selects quizzes based on the difficulty tags. Next, the adaptive engine is implemented during this quiz. When a learner answers a question, the system immediately records whether the answer is correct or not and how much time the learners take to respond. These two values are stored for performance evaluation. After each question, the system calculates the learner's accuracy, average response time. Based on this evaluation, the adaptive engine decides the difficulty level of the next question. If the learner's performance well, it gives a difficulty. If learners poorly, it gives a reduced. Okay, if the performance average, the difficulty remains the same. All learners attempt are stored as a performance record. These records are later used for analysis and comparisons. To evaluate this effectiveness of the adaptive system, a static quiz model is also implemented. Both adaptive and static quizzes are collected for comparison to. Then I move into the final output part. This is the output part when we chooses the quiz mode and number of the question we want to know and time per the question we have to select. Okay. Then we start a quiz. So it can be categorized into easy, medium, and hard part. And if the first question we chooses the correct part, we can know the easy question. So we can next we provided with the hard questions. So let's wrap up of the quiz completely. We can see the our performance and accuracy score, how much we can score per one question, and average time taken to solve the question, and what's the mode to. And we can collect the feedback from it, and we can overall summary too. So how much question, how much we kept the correct answers, and how much incorrect answers. And this is the test cases and results and conclusion in which in future we are used to deliver the project in offline mode, which is very more stable to use in every environment without any internet connection provided to everyone, which is developed into the app if it sync up with an app store and we can use it in many ideal models too. Thank you.